everybody, how's it going? Bill Butler here with another thrilling, exciting, amazing edition of the Melrose Scoop. We're back out on the campaign trail here with Ryan Lee Wlliams.
Hi, everybody.
Candidate for Councillor.
City Councillor.
Ward 7.
That's right, Ward 7.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
That's the first time on the Scoop, I think.
It is my first time on the Scoop. Not my first, long-time watcher, first-time taper.
Well, yeah, or videoer in some
Videoer,
sort.
yeah.
I like it. Cool. So, wanted to ask you, running for city councilor, what was your inspiration? How long have you lived in Melrose, and kind of what inspired you to contribute to the city?
Sure. So we're actually in our 4th year of living in Melrose, and from the day that I joined the community, I started getting engaged in ward projects, street safety projects, and trying to fix issues that neighbors had around sidewalk safety, crosswalk safety, street safety. I have 2 little kids of my own, 3 and 5, and so having safe streets was a big priority for me. I started working on those projects right away. I had some good success. We got a couple of crosswalks put in on Lebanon Street, a speed feedback sign. And in the process, I learned a lot about how the city operates, where we can make improvements, and what we need to do to bring neighborhood voices into these projects.
Okay, great. And then you've been out on the campaign trail.
I have, yep.
Knocking on doors,
Absolutely.
right? Going to
Hundreds
events.
of doors, yes.
Yeah.
Many events.
So I know you're hearing a lot of different issues from a lot of different people. Is there one in particular that kind of stands out that you're hearing a lot of? I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah. So I think the one issue that bridges the ward and also people's concerns for the city at large is making sure that we are being responsible with the way that we spend our override funds. Whether you were for or against the override, you all understand how important it is that we make the best use of these dollars, that we have community participation in how these dollars are spent, and that we really understand what the benefit of the dollars are to our local community. I've thought a lot about how we can make this happen. I'm inspired by the Melrose Forward Master Plan process in 2016, where we had a lot of community input around big challenges and big ideas. I think that we can bring some of that down into the ward level and do some participatory budgeting. This is an idea that they have in other cities where you take a set portion of the budget, a small portion of the budget, and you ask the community what they would do with those funds. You make it kind of a contest. People can submit applications. You could even potentially vote on the improvements. And that way people really feel like the funding that they've provided to the city is coming back into their own community.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. And anything else about your background you feel can really contribute to that end?
Sure. So I was trained as a journalist. I went to my undergrad for journalism. And in journalism, you learn to seek the truth and report it. And you learn to bring as many voices as possible into the story to make sure that you're being objective. And it's not just about what you report, but about the context that you report it in. So providing information to people is great. And we're lucky to have a lot of candidates who are, very proactive and very engaged with sharing information with the constituents. But it's important to put everything in context and make sure that people understand the entire trajectory of a story, what the trends are, what data shows, because that's how we really make decisions, or how we should make decisions. As a nonprofit fundraiser in my current career, I evaluate multi-million-dollar proposals for community improvement projects, including projects for senior housing, veteran services, homeless shelters, food pantries, and environmental programs like protecting clean air and clean water and addressing climate change. Evaluating those programs and proposals is a lot like doing the work of a city councilor. You get a good idea, you get the experts in the community together to figure out how it can be executed, you find funding for it, you apply the funding, and then you measure it, you evaluate it, follow up, make sure it's actually meeting the goals that the community set, and that it's being effective in solving the problems that we have.
Excellent, great. Well, we really appreciate it. How can people get involved with your effort and your community, your campaign?
So if you're in Ward 7, you can stop by the house at 88 Malvern Street. We have a website as well. It's ryan4melrose.com. And you'll find contact information on there, including cell phone for texting or calling or emailing. Right now I could use volunteers to help me canvass. We can also have parties at people's houses. And of course, if you're willing to donate, you can do so at www.ryan4melrose.com/donate.
Excellent. Hey, Ryan, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks so much. Yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.